So today we are going to be talking about the wasted potential of the DC cinematic universe. So first, I'm going to run down the list of the movies, and then I haven't even introduced you guys yet. So right here is Alex, and that is Angel. Okay, so I'm going to run down the movies, and then Angel's going to go over their handling of the bad actors, and then we're going to go over the suit designs for both good and bad, as well as the actual good movies in this universe. So, let's see. The DC universe started with, what was it?
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. So that was 2013. So it started there. So the list of movies we have is The Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Justice League, both of them, both versions, Shazam, Aquaman, Birds of Prey, The Suicide Squad, 2021, Black Adam, Shazam, The Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2, Joker 2, even though that's not really part of it, as well as the first Joker. Am I missing any?
Yeah, I think it's mostly them.
Yeah, that's those are like the most important ones that you would look at. So I think you can go into the first part, which is the handling of the bad actors, because like that's something I think we should bring up like straight away, because you look at what happened with Marvel's like actors, how like they turned their life around, like like RDJ, but like on the other side of things we have like the DC actors who like turn their lives wrong.
Terrible.
So go for it.
All right, well, now for the handling of the troubled actors. One example is Ezra Miller and Amber Heard. Warner Brothers has made some good castings like Henry Cavill and Superman and Jason Momoa as Aquaman. But on the other side, they've made what they thought were good choices. Casting Ezra Miller as Flash kind of worked. He played a good Flash enough in both Justice League movies, but the trouble he caused outside of his work should have gotten him fired. Trigger warning, doing things like getting into fights, choking women, throwing chairs at women should have gotten fired immediately, but for whatever reason, it didn't. He delayed the release date for the Flash movie more than it always had been. Another case was that Amber Heard as Mera in both Aquaman movies. Her first go-around in the first Aquaman was good until the trials between her and Johnny Depp happened. It all took place during production of Aquaman 2. I believe they had enough time to take her out of the movie. They didn't, however. They reduced her role by a lot. I guess it was kind of learning, but still. Hopefully, going forward, they make better choices with casting.
Do you agree with that?
Possibly.
No, seriously, like I think
if like you met like for example the newest Superman coming out, like if like David Cornswell like messes up, then it's gonna look pretty bad on DC for that being their first movie.
But like at the same time, like I think what's it called? Especially during like the Amber Heard case, like they had enough time to like write or recast the character. Like, did you see I think the Penguin show they recasted someone?
Yeah.
Like, look at how perfect.
Falcone.
Yeah. Like, look at how perfect that was. Like, it wasn't that noticeable, and it was like quietly.
And the only issue with that was just the actors had scheduling like conflicts with like nothing serious.
Exactly, but like this one, it should have been more serious because like these are like really big cases. I mean, like the whole Johnny Depp trial was like what on TV.
I think.
I feel like they should have done that too, especially like
with her.
You know how Disney did a similar thing where it was like, oh, Johnny Depp for Pirates of the Caribbean, how they like immediately got him out.
Yeah.
I feel like not Disney, my bad. I feel like DC has enough money to be like, get this lady out of here.
Like I know honestly, because like it happened early during the production of Aquaman 2, because they had enough time to recast her because they just reduced her role.
Yeah, like in the movie, she was in there for like what, like maybe like 15 minutes, like
max.
Longest. Yeah, that was like max.
Max 15 minutes. You know what I mean? Okay, so I think we should talk about the bad movies first, you know what I mean? Because, like, oh, man, when DC, like, fumbles, they fumble hard. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you look at Wonder Woman 1984 and, like, Flash, Black Adam, Justice League, and the first Suicide Squad movie. Those are, like, oh, man, what happened? like, what happened with these movies? Like, Wonder Woman 1984, I thought it had a lot of potential. I liked the gold suit that she wore.
That was cool.
And using Cheetah was a good decision.
I think it was just like because it was the pandemic and like they just anything like in that time period it just like messed it up, like any movie in general. So that's why I feel like that one kind of like flopped.
Like, let's see. Okay, so like with Wonder Woman 1984, like they just the execution of the whole movie was just like awful. Like the plot kind of fell off like what, halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and like, what was that villain? That was Pedro Pascal too.
Maxwell Lord.
That was so hard to take seriously.
I don't know why we keep talking about Pedro Pascal. Like the last 2 episodes, we've been like talking about him because of Mandalorian and Mr. Fantastic. But man, he was just not good in this movie. And that says a lot because it's Pedro Pascal.
He's a good actor. It's just like I think just DC their movie wasn't like good at all for that one.
And then the first Justice League movie. Oh man, that was a train wreck right there. What didn't we get like only 2 solo movies and then the Justice League movie is because Man of Steel.
It was Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, and then I think it was Suicide Squad, right? And then it was Justice League.
Justice League came before or after Wonder Woman?
I think Wonder Woman was actually like before. I think.
Yeah, see, like we only got like 2 real solo movies before we got the team. Like look at the Marvel movies. Like we got Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, and then we got the Avengers.
And then for DC, they start their universe with Superman all by himself, and the next one,
He's
Batman
fighting.
and Superman, and then just to kill him off in that exact same movie.
Oh my god, that movie was so bad. It
What-
was
talking
so
about that,
bad.
man.
It was so hard to watch. It was just them yelling at each other for like 2 hours.
Don't say that name.
Basically.
And the whole point of the movie was just for them to tease the Justice League because they wanted to like compete
Yeah.
with the Marvel because they already
Oh,
did
yeah.
the Avengers.
Yeah, because the Marvel was already on track, and they started off with a train wreck. Like, it's been shown because like look at they literally had to like hit the reboot button on DC like after what 10 years already.
I think so, yeah. 10 years.
That movie was just the whole setup too. It was just like so underwhelming.
Like
Not nearly enough prep time.
what, like that?
Yeah. So like the first Suicide Squad movie too was another train wreck. That one I think had better potential than the other ones.
Like I think people like kind of liked it. Like it was like a turn off your like brain kind of like movie. Like they liked it, but it wasn't like the best.
Will Smith.
Like him as Deadshot was like like the
pretty
costume
good.
was kind of cool. Like
was.
I thought it was a cool movie overall. I just feel
it's like it's not the best one though, but like it's alright.
it was for the time. I feel like it was the best DC movie
Yeah.
by
Oh, yeah.
far.
But then we see like how it gets like better with the second Suicide Squad movie. Like that movie was great.
that one was better. That was actually what I consider like their first successful, or
Yeah.
semi-successful.
Because like
movie.
with the first Suicide Squad movie, let's be honest, Margot Robbie carried that movie because like I think she's played Harley Quinn like great in all
Like,
3 of her appearances.
I think like the standout of like that movie is like Harley Quinn and then like Amanda Waller, since like they're two like crucial like
Yeah.
parts of the movie.
I thought Katana was
Yeah, she was-
extremely like underrated, underappreciated in that movie. She was cool. Rick Flag, we got to see just a little bit, but like we didn't get to
And
see
then-
much until the second one.
And it made him better in the second
Yeah,
one.
and then see the hierarchy in the DC universe is
Black
gonna
Adam?
change.
The Rock.
Black Adam.
The Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Like I put that under bad movies purely because like I don't remember what happened in that movie. I'm gonna be honest. I remember
too much.
Black Adam. Oh man, the marketing for that.
I did not even know that that movie was coming out. The only reason I even found out is because me and my friends were gonna go watch the new Terrifier movie.
Oh, the
Couldn't-
second one.
Yeah, and magically they're just like, you guys go watch this. Didn't even know what it was. But
Oh, they're like, cause like bro, Dwayne was like hyping this movie up like it was gonna be the greatest DC movie that there was, and like, I mean, it was okay, you know. I mean, like the characters they introduced were pretty cool, like the Anthem and Doctor Fate. Even though I really don't
Like, what it should have been like a Shazam, like that should have been Shazam 2, where it's him versus Black Adam instead of just like a solo Black Adam movie.
Yeah, cause like the post credit scene especially, bro. Like, what is that setup? Okay, it's such wasted potential. Bring back.
The funniest thing about that is that they last minute rehired Henry Cavill
Yep.
after firing him, just for him to get fired again. In like 3 months.
Yep.
Just because they wanted to reboot the DC universe again. That's how bad DC handles they handled their stuff.
Exactly. Like, yet they fired Henry Cavill, yet they kept Amber Heard on for the Aquaman movies. Like,
that's
I
a
don't-
crazy trade-off.
exactly. Like Henry Cavill, I think is the best Superman since Christopher Reeves. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
agree. I feel like that's just crazy. They could get rid of him but keep Amber.
like it's so frustrating with that. Like their choice of actors is like so weird. You know what I mean? Like Ezra Miller's Flash, I didn't see at all. Like, especially with the first Justice League movie, like that suit. What was that suit? He looked like an armored. He almost looked like the Power Rangers from 2017.
He doesn't look like a Power Ranger.
Like, what is that? Like, how look at you see how his face is like squished out? Like, it was so weird. And then we got the Flash movie, and like we already talked about how bad the Flash movie like production was. Like when we see like what he was doing and all that. And like, yeah, the Flash movie had like a lot of hype because like, it brought back Michael Keaton as Batman.
That was cool.
And then we also got Ben Affleck as Batman again.
That I would say like the first like in that chase scene or whatever. That's like pretty cool. Like Ben Affleck, like him being Batman or whatever. Like that's awesome.
But I really think that the Supergirl was kind of like, you know what I mean? I didn't like her.
Because it was supposed to be like the movie like kind of like tied in with like Flashpoint, like from the comics.
Yeah, because
like kind of like a reverse, kind of like that.
it kind of was annoying because like what if they were doing it? There's no Cyborg. Like he
No.
was a essential part of that Flashpoint storyline. And then, bro, the Dark Flash character that really upsets me. like,
Yes.
like
Which
we,
is-
we saw a total of what 3 Barry Allens in that movie,
I think so.
and then one of them became the Dark Flash. In reality, I really hope for going forward they just put Grant Gustin as the main Flash on the TV show.
That's
like-
that's not gonna happen.
They should though.
Did you see? That's not gonna happen. They might put him like as like Jay Garrick or something cool like that.
But I want to see him in a Flash role. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
whether it be like Wally Flash or whatever. The Joker too. Not to spoil anything, but like, how are you gonna fumble a sequel to like one of your best movies? Like, remember how everyone was praising the first Joker movie when it came out? What 2019? Because they said it was one of the greatest like standalone movies.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Wasn't it rated like?
It was rated R, I think.
Wasn't it rated like almost a 10 out of 10?
Yeah, I think so.
I find it crazy though. Like for this part 2, like the marketing doesn't seem like accurate of what it actually is versus like the first one.
Like the only thing that got me hyped for like Joker 2 was like to see Harley Quinn in like
Oh,
this
yeah.
universe. That's the only thing I wanted to like. And then
I thought that was gonna be pretty cool too.
And then
and they also kind of teased Harvey Dent, like Two-Face in the movie, but like he was just like there. Nothing really. Like when I watched the movie, like I don't want to spoil it, but like it's kind of just there in the movie.
yeah, and like I don't know, cause like a lot of the things, I think the biggest issue with DC is like they don't know how to continually release good things. You know what I mean? Like the first Justice League was bad, but then they undid their mistake with that 4-hour version, and they did it really good.
The Snyder Cut. Literally.
Yeah, and then the Suicide Squad again. The first movie was bad, but then the second movie was amazing, like, fantastic. Like I love that movie. And then with Wonder Woman, you had the first movie be like amazing because I thought Ares was really cool, and then the second movie fell off like hard. As well as Joker, Joker 2 fell off after Joker was pretty good. And like let's see, where is it at? Shazam. I thought Shazam 2 kind of fell off too.
The like for the first one being like pretty good for like the concept of like a kid being a superhero.
Yeah.
And then the second one was kind of just like I'm saying the second one should have just been him versus Black Adam.
Yeah,
like
I
a
mean-
good story with that.
But like, didn't Dwayne said he was all like, "Oh, he's not worthy of fighting my Black Adam." Like he wanted Superman.
It was because his ego. That's
Yeah.
the rock.
That is true. It kind of sucks too because I feel like any movie where like Dwayne is like the main hero, like ever notice how he never loses?
He just-
like they will never make him lose a fight, and I feel like that's why they kind of like shot themselves in the foot when they put Superman, like at the end of Black Adam, because it's just like both of these heroes never really like lose, and it's just like how are you gonna
Didn't-
choose who wins that if anybody at all?
Didn't he lose a Scorpion King in the Mummy though? I can't remember that movie. I remember that was his first movie.
Check.
I think that both Aquaman movies are good though. Like I really don't like the hate that the second one gets.
I would say that they both have like good stuff. I like the first one a bit better.
Yeah, I mean,
And then-
yeah.
And then, but I would say the best thing out of them is like the suits. Like Aquaman, like that's like surprisingly like that's like one of the best DC EU suits. Like that shit is beautiful.
Because like, wasn't he shirtless in the Justice League movie?
He just no, his like was like all like degraded, like in dark.
Oh yeah, it was dark. Yeah, because in his
Atlant-
solo movie is when it got shiny, right?
Yeah.
And then we got the stealth suit in the second movie, and like the other side characters had good suits too. Like even though Amber Heard is not a good actress, well, not a good actress is like the problem she calls. You know what I mean? Like her suit for Mira was really good. You
And
know,
then Black Manta.
Black Manta's suit was great as well. I really think that Ocean Master's suit was slept on too because that suit was great. I was really sad. Like that was my only issue with the second movie is that we didn't get to see him don that suit. But like the characters in Aquaman look great. I think the Aquaman movies do the best job in that whole DC universe to get the suits right. I think Black Adam can rival it though, because like the suits for those were pretty good. Like for Black Adam, suit was spot on.
That one was pretty nice.
Yeah,
Like the black and gold.
Yeah, Doctor Fate was spot on too.
That was pretty like.
Even though he just has a bell on his head.
They're missing the eyes.
Yeah,
that's why.
that's it.
But it showed in like that one scene, like they kind of opened for like a bit.
Yeah.
And then Hawkman, like his helmet.
Hawkman
Like,
too was.
and that's it. It was a physical suit compared to like Marvel. They kind of just like CGI.
Well, certain suits they'll have to
Yeah.
CGI, and then the Atom.
The Atom
was pretty
Smash.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like the suits can be good because like if we go over the good suits first, like
Deathstroke. That's like one of the best. In
yeah.
the post credit scene.
Yeah.
That's like one of the best suits.
yeah, I mean, because how can you mess up Deathstroke? Like Deathstroke's one of the coolest Batman villains I've seen.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, really, he's more of a Teen Titans villain if you really look at it, but like he squares off with everyone. The suits though, I think are really cool because like when they do the good suits, their suits are really good. Like Aquaman, so we went over, Superman, Henry Cavill's suit, the black suits.
That one's really cool.
That was really good. Wonder Woman's suit. I think the only thing good with Wonder Woman 1984 is that they brightened up the suit.
I like a brighter like.
Yeah, because like in the first Wonder Woman, like the suit was dark. Like I thought that was the only issue with it. Like they should just brighten it up. But like at the same time, that movie's kind of like has a darker tone with the lighting and all that, so it makes sense. But like yeah, Batman suit. What'd you guys think of Ben Affleck's suit? Like all three of them, the nightmare look that he had with the trench coat, and the armored one, and then his just normal one.
Who wants to go first?
You watched Batman vs Superman.
I thought that one was okay. I thought it was like it would definitely match the tone of the movie, but if I'm like rate all three, I don't think that was the best one.
Didn't he have a blue suit in the Flash?
He had like a more like not like brighter, like it's kind of like the Neil Adams suit from the comics, like the bright blue and gray. Which the only thing I didn't like about that suit is like you saw like the weird like pieces like on the chest or whatever. It was like a hexagon. And, like I really didn't like that.
Yeah.
Even in I think is Zack Snyder's Justice, like he had like an armored suit. That one looked pretty cool. And then the armored suit is supposed to look like the one from the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Let's see. So the movie. Oh, Blue Beetle. That's another one I keep forgetting.
That's a good suit.
That suit is great. I thought the suit like, and I like how they had that nod to the original one too. Remember in the first when I first see it. So yeah, the Blue Beetle suit was great. Wonder Woman, Superman. Honestly, all of the Justice League except for Flash.
And then
Flash got done dirty.
They did because I mean, did you see the suit in the his own solo movie? Like that's a little too tight.
I do agree. That did not look like it fit him like at all. Like especially in his face, it was like super squished.
like the cool thing, the only thing I liked about that one was like he had the flash ring that he can like put on the suit. That's like the only like thing that I liked about that.
That was a pretty cool feature.
Yeah. Let's see. Supergirl's suit was okay.
It was alright. But
She needed real. Okay, so like again, like I think because DC's biggest issue is like sometimes they do good and sometimes they do bad. Like when they do good, they do really good, but then when they do bad, they do really bad. Like the suits for the bad ones are really like bad. You know what I mean? Like,
have you ever seen the Robin suit? You know, in the I think it's Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
Like Bruce Wayne is like looking inside the cave and like you see Robin's suit.
Yeah.
And like for that being Robin, like you told me he's as big as Batman. Like,
Yeah.
What was he feeding him? What was he eating?
I mean, that came out before Lego Batman, so like I don't know, cause like remember in Lego Batman they had Robin take one of Batman's suit, and that's how he got his suit. Like, is that really what we're gonna get in the actual movies? Like,
And then I feel like
Lego
they,
Batman universe.
the Lego Batman universe is great.
like they messed up Robin because they killed off Grayson, even but they gave him the origins of
Of Jason Todd.
which doesn't make really, like any sense.
Yeah. Okay, so I think when it comes to the bad looks, they're really bad. Like, just listing a couple of them, we have Doomsday from Justice League,
It's like a turtle.
Killer Croc from Suicide Squad, The Flash, like we've already mentioned already, Joker from the Suicide Squad. What happened, Jared Leto, man? Jared Leto can't do superhero movies.
The tattoos.
And then, okay, I'm trying to name one more. Let's see. big example. Okay, we got the biggest example out of the way. I don't know. Would you think Darkseid as either a good or bad suit? Like, I think with the armor on, he looks good, but without the armor on, I think he doesn't look that good.
I think just in general, like it's cool that Weaving like got him. Like
Yeah.
for, like the scenes, like he looks pretty cool. Like and that scene like is in the center cut, right? Where he's like fighting like everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, dude, like the characters when they go bad, they go bad. Like what happened with Doomsday, man? Like they just cannot do Doomsday right in the movies. Also looking at the Superman and Lois show, as well, because he appeared in that, as well as Smallville. He appeared in that. Like, how are you gonna mess up Doomsday's design? Like, you know what I mean? Like, depending on which one you go with, it's still not that hard to replicate. They kept making him look like a blob. You know what I mean? Like, where was the spikes on his head and like the ponytail and all that? Like, where was all that with the crazy looking mouth? Like, I think the only good design for Doomsday so far has been from Smallville, because that one looked like it tried its best to like try to look like the comics. I think it looked more like the New 52 Doomsday. Like, it tried, but like other than that, like, what happened with the Justice League Doomsday? Like, just I don't like how it looks at all. Like
one thing that, like I didn't really like for Batman vs Superman is like Lex Luthor. Like
oh yeah,
like that didn't seem like Lex Luthor like at all. Like for it to be like Superman's like main villain or whatever. Like I just didn't feel like him.
As well as I think Killer Croc is by far the one they did the dirtiest in all of the DC movies, because like, dude, he was just a normal guy with the crocodile skin on top of him. You remember that?
And like I think that like it like got like an award for like because like makeup whatever, but like
Yeah,
that's like the only like redeeming factor from
I
that.
guess, because like, I mean, maybe if he was sized up and the makeup looked like that still, he would look great. Like the head did look good for like the prosthetics, you know.
Yeah.
But just he was too small. He was just a dude in a coat and all that. You know what I mean?
I do agree. It did make him. It even made the character like to be presented in that way. It just looked like really shrimpy and like small.
Let's see. As well as Joker's design in the suits. Because like I think the Suicide Squad, like they had good suits and bad suits. Like the good suits were Harley Quinn, Katana, and Will Smith's Deadshot. But then you had the other cases of like we had Killer Croc and Joker. Like we came off of having a really cool Joker in Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. And then like the next time we get him, we get this. Like this. And like I honestly I've seen some of Jared Leto's other roles. I think he's really good of an actor, but like I just think the superhero movies aren't really as good, because like we saw what happened with Morbius as well. Like I thought Morbius was gonna pretty good, but then what was that? That's a topic for another day, because like Morbius is like its own train wreck.
But like the best Joker has to be Mark Hamill though. That's like the best Joker.
The 60s?
Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
The animated series.
Oh, I was thinking the 60s for some reason. That's like yeah. But no. The other suits that I want to like gloss over really quick is the Harley Quinn suit. I thought, the first suit was okay for me, but like I think the Suicide Squad 2 suit
red and like black.
Yeah, they looked way better than
that
the
one
first
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was like a definite upgrade from the first one.
I think the one design, I mean, this design isn't that bad, but like it's kind of something I kind of like do like am bothered with. It's the King Shark design for Suicide Squad 2.
Oh my god, that looks so awkward.
Yeah, like
his head was so big compared to his body.
like cause like did you guys see the Flash Killer Croc where he's like all ripped and stuff?
Yeah,
like that's how I wanted the Killer Croc to. Yeah.
For real, he wasn't even like muscly.
Yeah, he was
like,
just blobby.
skin.
Yeah, like I wanted
like-
King Shark to look muscly like in
from
the
his
comics.
chest up, it was just like all big. Then it just got skinnier as he went
Oh,
down.
yeah. The shorts and all that.
The shorts.
I think like they got surprisingly like Peacemaker was like a really cool character like that I fell in love with like
Oh yeah, because John Cena was just
like
amazing.
even the show was like really like good. Like this is like a character like I didn't think I was gonna like,
yeah.
but then like compared to now, like I'm excited to like see where he is like in the future now.
And then we got his sidekick and Vigilante, and that like that show was just amazing. What about Bloodsport suit? What do you guys think about that one?
It looks kind of cool because it kind of looks like a xenomorph from the like the mouth. Like compared to like the comics where it's just like a dude in like a muscle shirt and just like a red bandana. Like James Gunn, like I feel like
James Gunn really tries with these movies.
like I feel pretty confident for like the future of the DCU. Like
Yeah.
just the other day they showed a picture of Crypto.
Oh yeah, I've
Superman.
seen that. Yeah.
which is like pretty cool.
I think yeah, because the second Suicide Squad movie did pretty good. I thought Rick Flag looked cool with that muscle shirt and the pants and all that. Ratcatcher 2 was also pretty cool. Polka Dot Man was surprisingly accurate to his design in the comic books.
Polka Dot Man.
Fire.
I love Polka Dot Man. Like honestly, I could go on like the whole thing just praising the second Suicide Squad movie because I think out of the original timeline for the DC movies from Man of Steel up to Black Adam, Suicide Squad 2 was definitely the best movie that they've made so far. Cause like the story was just all there. Like it's definitely in my top 10 movies of all time. Like I just love that movie so much. Like surprisingly, putting Starro as the villain,
That's really like cool. Like
they were able to pull it off and do it well.
like it would usually be like the Justice League. That would be like their first villain.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. Like that was like pretty awesome.
Yeah. Final thoughts. They could do good. They could do bad.
They are gonna do good.
No, I'm saying like
Superman looks like pretty promising.
no, I'm talking about like their first go around. Like they did good. They did bad. It was kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
I would agree in the middle. They have their good, but then they also have their really bad.
But yeah, the DC universe. We'll see where it goes now. Anyway, that is it for today's episode on the DC universe. It was kind of all over the place because we're missing one of our fellow Andrew. But yeah, so this has been Aaron. That's Alex right there. That's Angel, and we'll see you hopefully in the next one. Well, I will for sure.
All right, buddy.